this stream, I thought about a good topic to talk about for this one. This one's gonna be really interesting, at least for me. Uh, and I'm hoping maybe someone could like spread the video out if I talk about topics that are really interesting. Okay, well here's a good topic that's undoubtedly interesting. I want to talk about some things that I think, in the light of Blizzard laying off so many people that they're about to, or Activision doing that, I want to talk about what they could do to prevent this, what they should have been doing, and why not doing it has caused a lot of problems. Okay. Okay. First off, in a nutshell, let's break it down to something really simple. First off, we want to talk about why, like, Blizz didn't go. Blizzard hasn't gone out of their way for the fans in such a long time now.
May your days bring
that
you
it's
joy.
like literally ruined the concept of what their fans stand for and mean to them. Okay, for one, we get them trying to break into the Chinese market, which we remember. The thing about the fans is we remember when they tried to break into the Brazilian and Venezuelan market. We remember this. And when Blizz did this, it cost them thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay, they tried this before with Mr. Pandaria to get into the Chinese market. And China was so insulted by Blizz, they didn't want their shit in their damn market. Do you know right now, at this point in time, you cannot play Mr. Pandaria in China? It's the only expansion that cannot be played in China. Literally. Alright, so we got that out of the way, right? Okay, well here's something else you probably don't know. Okay, Blizz, Activision and Blizz have been making some drastically stupid decisions that are completely against, you know, what their fans want. I believe wholeheartedly that if Blizzard wants to recuperate from this, they need to go back to what they originally were and give their fans some things that they would love, you know. Free mounts, no, that's not gonna work, because fuck free mounts, you know, who gives a shit, right? Because that depreciates the fact that people who actually went out of their way to spend money on mounts. And I don't see that as a good thing. Okay, but what I want to bring up that they should do, okay, now here's just a thought, just a gander. You know, they should give away free services. Some free services for paid customers who've been playing longer than, you know, a month or two, you know. None of the new accounts, you know, the old accounts. Not give them free things, but like if they're subscribing, they should get paid. They should get something special. Not like get money. Let me show you something, since you're watching this. And you see, this mount costs $25, okay? Fuck that shit. Pets cost 10, other mounts cost 25. You're probably thinking, well, I already know about that, so what's your fucking point? Alright, let's get down to the services. 60, 30, 25, 15, 25, 10. The cheapest is a name change. And that's all because all you gotta do is name yourself something really egregious, and Blizz will force you to change your name. Okay, so name change isn't something that's, you know, extremely important, alright? But here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, though. You know, here's your thing. Okay?
What you doing?
If you go to a private server,
Come back
like if you're
soon.
playing well on a private server, where they're not supposed to be making money off the game, but they do it anyway. On a private server, you will spend like $10 to get all those services, except for the level token. Level token will be like $20, but you know, because you know that's just, you know, that. So,
Oh, hello.
what is the better deal? I mean, for fuck's sake, a private server will let you play with a client you already own, whether you've bought it personally or you've, you know, stole it. Okay? A private server lets you do that. I don't like private servers because their maintenance is trash, but, okay, but the thing is, you know, you still get the option of a better deal. And Blizz, this seems to have fallen deafened on your ears. So, I would believe that, I tell you this, Blizz, you want to fix your problem, you need to start there. Okay, that's the first thing you gotta do. You need to start there. Start with fixing up the cash shop to where it's not as egregious as it is. Okay, offer people free services based off their seniority. You know, I mean, mean, I'm not saying give them all 120 tokens. No. That's not the right way to go about it. Because that there just doesn't say anything. That says you're only catering to people who paid you shitloads of money. But what you gotta do is, you've got to, like, lower the price of all of them, and maybe offer I mean, one time they offered a free realm change, you know, and when I went to cash in on that, they wouldn't give it to me. So, it's like their free realm change doesn't exist anymore. And since their free realm change doesn't exist anymore, it's like, okay, you can't do that. So Blizz never got back to me on that, never explained to me why I couldn't get a free realm change. Okay, so I was a little sore about that for a little while, but I believe that they need to give away services, like randomly, like at random, or give like once a month for every subscription. The person who's been subscribing for so long, like, hey, okay, you've been subscribing for how long now? Okay, you've been subscribed, you've been playing this game off and on for about a couple years. Let me just give you, you know, let's give you a free 120 token. Let's give you a free 110 token, because you know you're a customer. You're a continuous customer who's, you know, been paying and filling our pockets with money. You know.
Enough of that.
You know, some customer satisfaction rating will go up, and I'm pretty sure the word will get out, so people want to play more. Okay, you strongly don't seem to understand that. Okay. The problem with it is the other biggest issue that Blizz has. Okay, let's get to the second issue. Okay, we know customer care is the first issue. They really aren't for the customer. Okay, we're first off going to get, that's the first issue. Second issue, okay, their rollout of employment. Okay, nobody up there at Blizzard is the same fucking developer from before. Okay, nobody is. Activision has fired and hired so many people for Blizzard, it's not even funny. So much so, they got the shittiest fucking expansion, Cataclysm, out. With whole new people who didn't completely understand the code. And people seem to forget that. And it seems like, even now, even midpoint of the expansion of BFA, they are firing people, and are probably going to rehire people who don't even know anything about WoW, let alone the lore in it.
Travel safe.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna have the same outcome that you had with Cataclysm. Huge subscriber loss, huge amounts of money lost. You know, because you just, again, you don't have anyone in there that knows what the hell they're doing, and since you don't, your game content and game quality turns to complete shite. It's the truth. I'm sorry, Blizz, but it's the fucking truth. And you gotta come to grips with that. Okay? So, we got that issue. Now, what do you think the third one will be?
What do you need?
Now, I'm gonna go with, like, what all other players have said, the grind. Okay, and the grind is... It's not the level grind. No. That's the problem. They don't seem to understand. It's not the level grind that is the problem. Okay. It's not the the grinding. What it is? Okay, let me tell you something. If you
I hope to see you again soon.
If you join Blizz right now, you join World of Warcraft right now, and you've never played it before. Okay, you have got 20 years worth of things that you're going to be working your balls off to do. Now the problem with this is, okay, the severity of the problem with this is the fact that you've got that much shit you're going to have to climb through to have things. Like if you're going to want like the mounts and the achievements, the races, you're going to be grinding for days, if not years. I mean, there's people, I'll tell you this right now, if this makes any of you feel any better. There are people who've been playing WoW since the launch of the Lich King, and have yet to ever get invincible. Now, if you don't know how long ago that was, that's been a couple years now, okay? So, you've got people in this game who have yet to even get invincible, and they've been doing the fucking raid every day, every week since then, okay? Now, I'm not saying, well, we should adjust the values for that. No. this is what I think is a good resolution for that. How about this, Blizz? How about, instead of keeping that weekly lock, which is the problem, on old raids that nobody's really grinding through anymore because no one fucking needs to, how about you remove that weekly lock and allow people to just do it as many times as they want until they get what they want out of it? I mean, what is the point of having a weekly lock on something that no one's gonna be doing anymore once they get what the hell they've gone there for? I mean, there's really no fucking point in it. No one's gonna grind it. No one's gonna stay there. You know, I mean, how many people today actually fucking die hard raid on Car 40 with 60 freaking people? I mean, on Car 40 with 40 fucking people. Nobody does that. It's always one person who goes in there, trashes the whole damn place because they're looking for certain styles, certain things that they can't get anywhere else. You know, and that's it. Okay, I'm not saying, okay, well, maybe we should sell raid reset tokens. Now, before you get that fucking ludicrous idea in your head, no reset raid tokens. Screw that shit. Okay, that shit will not help. It will not solve the problem. Instead, that's going to give you another way to monetize the game. I suggest highly that you just remove the lock altogether. I mean, even heroic dungeons from Cataclysm still have a daily lock. All heroic dungeons have a daily lock. Doesn't matter how old they are. Okay? And with that daily lock going on, okay, if that daily lock going on, you're slowing people down from actually getting the shit out of that damn dungeon that they want. Okay? You're slowing people down, and now you're making the grind a lot more egregious than what it should be. Okay, that's the grind people are talking about. They're not talking about the leveling as much. Okay, which I'm going to get into that too, because you guys really screwed that up with BFA. But, you know, I'm going to get into that too. But, okay, so here's the thing. If that grind doesn't get you, okay, if the grinding of leveling hasn't really tired you out and all this other stuff, the grinding at the end of the game to get achievements and all that will. I mean, they just will. There's just no other way around it. Blizz literally does not cater to the casual. They cater to the people who can spend years and years and years of time on this game. And that's becoming a problem because a lot of their core audience, you know, isn't like me, who can play this game all damn day. A lot of their core audience is usually people who have jobs, who work for a living, you know, and that's a problem. These people ain't got the time of day to sit around all damn day and grind, be on every Tuesday after reset to grind. You know, they don't have the ability to grind 6-7 hours a day on a game. Okay, so since they don't, how the hell are they supposed to unlock all this stuff within a time without saying, to hell with it, I don't want to fucking sub anymore? You know, I mean, it's the fucking truth, Blizz. I mean, face it. It's the fucking truth. You have officially done something that, you know, you should have stayed away from. Okay, now we're gonna get into leveling. How can leveling be better? Well, I like the zone conformity. I like how the zones level and scale with you. A lot of other people don't. They don't like it, but I'm over here like, you know, fuck you know. You don't really like it because, you know, everything's now your level and you can't just trounce through everything. I like it because it makes the experience scale with you, so you're able to level up faster. You can finish a zone without the feeling that, you know, this zone has become too low level, or I might as well just move on with my life kind of thing. Or farming dungeons for a long period of time. Granted, I still do some dungeon farming because I miss the old way to level like that, but I'm not pissed off about it. I quite enjoy the new system with leveling like that, with questing and whatnot, so I have no gripes about that. But what I do have a gripe with, however, is that you fucking locked most of the heirlooms behind quests that barely ever spawn. And Woad, on the Woad mission table, said nobody really wants to fucking deal with Woad anymore. And you know this. You know this. Even you said Woad was a terrible idea. and yet you still have all the heirloom rings and whatnot locked behind a fucking mission log in WoD. So a new player is going to have to do like I do right now, which I'm struggling to get it to do, is to get the fucking rings to be able to level another alt. And even if they get all the rings and all that, you still don't even get close to 100% extra experience like you used to
The tip of the Horde spear.
with
No
the old
greater
heirlooms.
honor.
So you screwed that up too.
Is still in hiding.
You slowed down leveling, okay, so people could stay in the zones, but you also increased the experience made experience scale with you. So I don't know why you did that. No one wants to be in these fucking zones. No one wants to be in these zones. I'm sorry, they don't. They don't really want to be in these zones. They want to get to the end game content that you created, okay, and yet you want us to get to, okay. You want us to get to the end game zones. You want us to you know, play in Battle for Azeroth and do all the Battle for Azeroth stuff. Even you say you do, but you don't understand that the way the game is set now is that it still isn't alt friendly. This game is not alt friendly. If you're a new player, you're barely gonna be making alts. Okay. I wasn't able to make alts heavily until Legion. All right. It took till Legion before I could actually make some alts and enjoy them. I mean, literally, because every time I fucking panic in WoD, my main was too busy doing things, too busy doing this, too busy doing that, and Blizz never really heard the fucking call for it until Legion. It took until midpoint of Legion for him to sit back and go, okay, we need to make some adjustments so that players will want to play on their alts, you know, and. It's like it took y'all that long. It took us that long to do that. Okay? Now, I understand development's a problem. It takes a little time to develop something, but for fuck's sake, you're a AAA game company. You make millions of dollars a year. I mean, if you have $15 a month for each game, for each sub, okay, you get it 12 months a year, and then you get it by like maybe 200,000 to 300,000 players. You're still making more money off off the game subscription alone than you don't absolutely need.
Horde has no power here.
You know, so it's the simple fact. You know, I mean, you made all this money and you claim you need all of it. You know, but you're not fucking doing anything for your players at all. So it's not even. I'd say right now, if you're a new player, you don't want to play WoW. Don't play WoW and be a new player. They're not giving you anything. They're gonna give you 120 fucking 110 token to boost you to BFA, and what's gonna happen is when you get there, you're not gonna know how to fucking play your class. So when you don't know how to play your class, you become a burden to everyone else. So you barely ever get any groups, okay? And then you gotta get a crash course in this, and then you're gonna look back and go, oh, look at all this legacy stuff I have yet to do. And then you're gonna sit there about after the first month of doing it, which is what I did when I returned. After the first month of doing it, you're gonna feel tired, exhausted, and want to do something else. You burn out.
My people have stood tall without you for thousands of years.
Blizzard just does not seem to understand the burnout factor. They really don't, and they get pissed off and lay off all these people who don't fucking deserve to be laid off. I mean, I swear to God.
While few in number are extremely skilled.
If they could, in their own, if they could look at what's going on with this game and understand what their players are saying, you would come to part 4 of this. They are so out of touch with their community. They claim that we don't know what we want, when the truth is, we're the ones paying for this game. Of course we know what we want.
But our orders stand. Hellscream will have his foothold here. We will not allow the Alliance to lay claim.
Okay, we are the ones who pay your bills. You should be listening to us more than anyone else. Okay? And that's the problem. That's why Blizz's stock is failing. That's why Blizz is losing shitstorms of money. That's why Blizz is having to lay people off, because they don't listen to their player base.
Blood and thunder.
Instead, they listen to, well, you know, the investors
Hell
and
Scream's
whatever Big
eyes
Daddy
are
Activision wants them to do. Yeah, because that really works.
Quick and clean, friend. Quick
Time
and
is
clean.
money, friend.
You know, that always works, you know, constantly listening to them, yeah, that always works, because, you know, that's why you're laying people off, that's why you're having a hard time keeping your fan bases happy, you know, because, you know, working, you know, it worked, it's working, right? Right? No, it's not, and you know it's fucking not, okay? Here's one of the good example, okay, back in Cataclysm, before they even announced that goblins were a playable race, they gave out some concept drawings of ogres and said that ogres would be the next playable race. And what ended up happening was, because of a handful of their investors, they said no one will want to play some stupid fucking ogre. Do you realize how many people were pissed off about that when they got goblins? That's why there's a lot of resentment for goblins. That's not because of story. They think it's because of story, but it's not. It's because goblins instead of ogres. Now we have allied races. Blizzard, you have a chance to give us ogres. You have a chance to not only give us ogres, because they are a part of the Horde, alright, they are a part of the Horde, not just ogres, but you also have a chance to give us the other thing we've been begging for since the launch of Battle for Azeroth. Okay, I'm not a furry, alright, trust me, I'm not. But, when you got a community base demanding you to put these little fox people in here, which I don't know if anyone of you don't play WoW, you probably don't know about them. There's these little fox group, this group of fox people here in Battle for Azeroth that live in Voldoon. Okay, I can't remember what the hell they're called off the top of my head because you know I'm a little bit razzed about, a little bit aggravated if you haven't told by the tone of my voice. You know, but they have been demanding this to be an additional race. Okay, you got that. The people want snake people. I can see why that might be a problem, but you know. But what about the fish people here in Pandaria, who literally joined the Alliance? I mean, they literally went through the initiation and everything to join the Alliance. Okay, and the Hosen, who joined the Alliance. I mean, the Horde. Sorry, not the Alliance, the Horde. Okay, you got all these races that are a part of the Horde based off your own story, and you don't even implement them. I mean, I don't know. I may not play as a host, okay, but I would definitely play as an ogre. I would level an ogre from 1 to 100. 120 or 130. I don't give a damn. Okay? You literally have this, and you don't want to do anything with it. Well, you're like, well, we gave Demon Hunters, and that everyone loved that. You realize the Demon Hunter has actually been asked for since, I think it was Outland. We have been asking for the Illidari. So, if you want to know how old it's been, how long ago Outland was, and you really don't understand the concept of how long that's been, okay, Blizzard is literally does not give a flying shit about their customer. And that is why they're failing. That's why they're failing hard. We love this game, and that's the problem they don't understand. We love this game. Us, the consumer, we love this game. We love it. Okay? The consumer, we love this game. We would love to see what we want in it. I want to see this game become an M for mature rating game, because it should be. Blizz has got a lot. This game has got so many concepts in it, like death, gore, drunkenness, you know. It got so much shit in here that really should fit in the M genre, but we won't do it. Blizz just won't do it because you gotta keep it open to them 13-year-olds. Because, you know, exposing them to a community that, you know, is kind of aggravated, it's perfect. It's fucking bad all the way around. Again, like I said, the people who are in charge of their Activision and whom Blizzard are taking their fucking orders from, Blizzard needs to look at them dead in the face and tell them to go fuck themselves. I mean, really. I literally believe that there is so much shit that should have been done with this game that they have yet to fucking do, because, you know, and it's not, they'll say, well, they're saving the best for last, and, you know, they're not playing all their cards up front. Well, I hate to break it to you, from the way it's looking, this game might not be around much longer. Okay, it may not. because they're losing so much money over it. So Blizz is either going to have one or two things. They're either going to start heavily monetizing the shit out of this game, and I mean heavy, or they're going to shit can it. Just like they did with Lost Vikings. They'll shit can it. They'll say it's part of an old age. Nobody wants to play this game anymore. And it's not because we all don't want to. No, we want to. A lot of us want to. It's just that you're not doing for us what we want. What we want to see in this game. And I don't know how much I have to stress that to Blizz. Like I said, it has got nothing else more than that. You know, they said, I mean, you're like, well, we send out consumer surveys to random players. You don't send it to the entire player base. If you did, you would get all the voices heard at once, but you don't. You know why? Because you know you're going to get a lot of negative feedback that you don't really want. Because you want to think everything's fine, everything's okay. You know, we're doing the right thing. We're working through it. Everyone loves us. You know, and that's totally wrong. That is so fucking wrong, because if you had any common sense, you would know that, well, that's not really the truth. Okay, that's not really the truth. The truth of the situation is a hell of a lot worse than that. Okay, the truth of the situation is that you, i.e. Blizz, are not catering to your fans. Okay, the thing about this game is you're trying to make it to where everyone can play it, okay? Which would be fine if you were catering to the fans. You're not. You're not catering to your diehard fans, the people who play this game on a daily basis because they love it. Okay, we're the people who sell this game for you. Okay, your fucking advertising and all that shit you guys do does not sell this game. It doesn't. Us, the player base, the people who stream it, the people who grind, people like the group method, all the Infinity, all these guilds, we're the ones who sell this game for you. Okay, we're the ones who do all this stuff that's basically like free advertising that you don't even have to pay for. Okay, you don't pay us to stream your games. You don't pay us for any of that. All right, you don't pay us for that. So what happens is you sit back and you profit from this a great deal. Now I'm not saying, well, you should be paying us for all this. No, I'm not saying that at all. I still believe this should be done because that's us as fans who love your game. Okay, we love your game, and that's why we do this. What I'm saying is that you need to cater to us, the player base. Okay, you should cater to us, to the people who play this game. To us, not to your fucking stockholders and stock sharers who sit back and go, well, this game, isn't inclusive enough, or you need to bring your profit margins up this really, really high. Okay, here's the thing. We are the player base. Okay, I look at it this way. If Blizz was to cater to us like they did in Legion, their profits would expand so fast it would make their head spin. They wouldn't even know what the hell to do with all the money. They literally won't. And that's the truth. You really would not know what to do with the money because we're the ones who are going to say, hey, WoW's great, and you can't just do it once. No, you got to continuously do it. That's the thing. You have to continuously do it. We, as the fan bases, are waiting for you guys to do that. Us, the fan bases, we are waiting. We are literally waiting for you to decide, hey, we're going to benefit you guys. We're going to make you guys happy. No, instead you're getting on the stage, you're like, do you guys not have phones? That shows you the current state of your company. What is so fucking good about Chinese money that requires you to shit on all of us? That's the thing. What is so good about it? Last time you tried to get in other markets, you almost went bankrupt, like you're doing now. Oh, that's a gold one. I didn't even know that. So I mean, literally, why is it so important to shit on your own company. I mean, what is so fucking important about that? I mean, for fuck's sake, you figured China would be happy. I mean, you give them a free client, they can play the game, they buy the game once, they don't even have to pay a sub fee for WoW. They don't have to, you know, they don't have to pay a sub fee. They never see it because it's against Chinese law. You know, they don't get loot boxes, they don't get all that other shit. And yet, you figured China would be happy. I mean, what are you planning on doing? Folding your doors and selling it all to China? Is that really the case, Blizz? Like, are you going to abandon us? The Americans, the Brazils, the fucking Venezuelans, the South African players, you know, are you going to abandon us and go right to China and give China everything it wants? I mean, come on. And please, don't take it as, oh, well, you're against Chinese people. I'm not against Chinese people. Okay, it's not the people. It's Blizzard. I am pissed off with Blizzard. I am socially pissed off with them. And I have plenty of reason to be so. Okay, I've been playing WoW a lot longer than what some of you may even been alive. Alright? And I believe that if my opinions aren't being heard, I believe that if I'm not being heard, that there's something seriously wrong here. You know, your longtime customers need to be heard. People who've been playing your game for years need to be heard. I remember when they sold their company to Activision. I remember that. And even I said then that was a terrible idea. But what did we get out of it? We got more funding. We got Wrath of the Lynch King. So I wasn't too mad. Okay? I wasn't too mad. In fact, I was pretty proud of them because of that. But then we got Cataclysm. After they fired everyone who was in charge of Wrath of the Lynch King. Like, why the hell would you do that? I mean, you had such innovative, you had the highest subscriber count that you've ever had in your entire existence as a company. With those people in charge. And you just fire them? I mean, you just walk there and go, okay, well, you know, we're laying all you off so we want the better and brighter things. And the worst part is, after laying these people off, they had to literally call some of them up to come back to work so that they can uncode Wrath of the Lynch King so that they can make Cataclysm. People don't remember that. Most people don't. Most people who report on Activision Blizz don't remember this shit. I remember it. I remember it a lot more than they do. Okay, and that's the thing. Blizz just, you're killing yourself here. Don't you see it? I mean, don't you fucking see it? You're killing yourself. You're gonna go down in a ball of flames, just like Sony Interactive did. You're gonna go down real fast because you decided. I mean, Sony Online Entertainment. Sorry, SOE. You're gonna go down so fast trying to appease China that you're gonna have to sell your company to China. And I'm sorry, if WoW gets owned by the Chinese, by another Chinese company like Chinese company like Daybreak, I'm out. I refuse to play any company, any game with that logo on it. I threw away my fucking subscription to DC Universe and all those other places because those companies like that are fucking terrible. And they deserve to rot. That's how I look at it. Okay? I think the AAA industry the game companies have been trying so fucking unfathomably hard to get Chinese money that it's ridiculous. It's like, why? What is so fucking important about their money that you must have it? You know, what is so fucking important about their money? I mean, really. I mean, I would love someone from the AAA industry to explain to me why, you know, Chinese money is what's so important these days. I understand they own a third of the world's population. I totally understand that. But why is their money so important? Why is it important that you invade their market? What is so damn important about that? Because every company who's ever done it has screwed themselves up royally. Every company that has done it has ruined themselves.
Hey, how you doing?
I don't understand what the point of that is.
Have you brought fresh corpses? Hmm?
I really don't get it. I mean, I would like to know. I mean, I would really like to know as to why that is so important to get that money. I mean, why is that so damn important? I mean, I'm no genius, okay? Maybe I just don't understand marketing as much as I'm supposed to. Okay, maybe that's the case. Maybe I just don't know marketing, and I don't know jack shit. Okay, but I don't know about you, but if I was a business savvy, I mean, come on. All the Telltale signs are there. Which is funny, because Telltale Games is going bankrupt, too. You know? All the signs are there as to why we should not be doing this, why Blizzard should not be doing this shit. Blizzard's gonna do, but Blizzard, Activision wants to do it anyway. And I don't understand why. Why? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to ruin your entire fan bases? Because you gotta have Chinese money. Okay, why? What is so fucking important about it? I'm no genius. I am no genius. I am not gonna say I'm a genius. I'm not gonna proclaim to be a genius. Because that's not right. You know, that's too haughty. I'm not gonna do that. But I will say this, that, you know, if a company is gonna constantly fucking shit on its players, it's gonna constantly shit on its solution base, it's going to fall apart. Okay? It's going to fall apart. There's nothing that's gonna stop it from falling apart. Not even Chinese money that they gotta have so bad. Okay? None of that's gonna prevent that game from falling apart. Or that company. Okay? Nothing. It's just gonna fall apart. Because they're being stupid. They're literally doing stupid things. I think if they would have stuck with their American player base, you know, I think if they would have stuck with the player base outside of China and just gave us what we wanted, what we've been asking for, they would probably have such a high sub count. It wouldn't even, they wouldn't even have to worry about Chinese money. I mean, how much is actually a freaking enough? I mean, how much is a fucking enough? I mean, but I guess, you know, I gotta agree with Jim Sterling when he says that no amount of money is never enough for these greedy bastards, and he's right. They're clearly proving that no amount of money is enough. I mean, no amount of it. And this is why they're falling. This is why they're coming apart. If Blizz just would have not done this, would have just stuck to their guns, and didn't worry about, you know, this company's money, that company's money, you know, let's not get into shareholdering and all this other shit. They would have just stuck to themselves and consistently worked on their own shit. They probably would not have had as much problems. You probably got a better order of release date, because, like I said, even the order this game goes in is ridiculous. It's like, how the hell did they expect to follow up on the death of a Titan? Well, the imprisonment of a Titan. I mean, really, how did they expect to follow up on that? That's the truth. I mean, how did they expect to do that? I mean,
Hello,
Sargeras.
stranger. You are making quite an impression with the local folk.
Sargeras is like a,
You must be one of those folk from that sky ship that crashed. I have
he's the
many
main
questions
antagonist
for you,
of the Warcraft lore,
this is
okay?
a
And you go
terrible
and
place
prison
to
him,
chat.
so you can use
Please
him later, like,
find
hey,
me
I'm gonna
in
use
the
this later
Trail of
when
Words. Just up
when
ahead.
WoW is
When
you know,
you
when
have
everything's
time to
dying. Well, it's dying now because you did it too damn early. You should have waited, okay? Cataclysm was okay because you straddled the line between it being the end of Azeroth and it not being the end of Azeroth. So it wasn't too misplaced, okay? I can understand that. Understand the direction you took with that. But Legion should have definitely have been the end game. That should have been the end game. BFA should have came out right after Pandaria. Okay, you know, another war. That would explain why we had to go to Outland, how Garrosh got free, and all this. That would explain all that a hell of a lot better. But you decided, no, we're just gonna jump the gun, throw Legion out there, you know, give them all this good stuff, and when BFA launches, we're just gonna be like, we're gonna sit back and be like, well, we don't know what to do.
This is an incredible time for Pandaria. The mists have parted. and we rejoin the world. You come in peace, I hope.
But yeah, I mean, that's my biggest pet peeve with it. I'm sorry this is a rant video again, you know, but I've been trying to get my words together for it. And I think literally if anybody's got any sense out there that watches this, I mean, you can understand what I'm saying. It's, the game is, like, you probably want to think, well, then stop fucking playing it if you don't like it. I do love the game. Let's just make that perfectly clear. I love the game. Just like I love DC Universe. I love them to pieces. But when a company utterly destroys it, that's what hurts the most. Okay? And that's the only point I'm trying to get across here. Okay? And again, trying to give Blizz, I'm also hoping that someone will see this, and then maybe they'll pass it along to Blizz to give them, you know, a good incentive to try to go the right way, which they probably won't anyway, because they really don't care. But, you know, it's just the fact that we need to fix that company before we have to sell everything off to someone else. You know, maybe Blizzard should just become a standalone company and stay that way. You know, maybe that's just what it should do. It should just become a standalone company, stand on its own, hire its own people. I mean, at one time, you know, Blizzard was like a, if you ever had Blizzard in your application for coding, you were officially, you know, you were going to get a job anywhere. Now it's like, oh, okay. You know, I mean, my dream was to work for Blizzard at one point or another, to code for them. You know, but, you know, after watching what they did, how they fired so many people, and now they're doing it again, it's like, I don't want to work with a company that's just going to look at me and go, okay, it's time for you to go. Why would I want to work for that person?
Pandaria welcomes you.
Why the hell would I
Eyes
work
open.
with that person?
Always be learning.
But I'm going to leave this stream with that. I want to thank you all for watching and listening to me rant for as long as you have. You probably heard a lot through other channels, but, you know, at least, you know, I'm not really reading off a script or anything of that nature. I kind of like how Jeremy from the Quartering takes his approach with things, how he just puts his emotions out there, and you can hear what he has to say and understand it from his point of view as a gamer. And that's what I was trying to do with this video. I'm sorry if the video does come across a little more like I'm bashing the game. I'm not. I'm bashing the company. And I'm hoping the company can fix itself. And that's going to be the end of this video, you guys. Take care. Now, bye-bye.